Foodomina, and it's a story-rich food versus mold themed sci-fi RPG with turn-based combat and bullet hell gameplay. You play as two food girls, Takoyaki and Tempura, and you fight mold people in space while you travel across the galaxy, explore planets with other foodian civilizations, and make other food friends in order to save the universe from a mold infection. But the mold people used to be food people, so maybe it's a way, and maybe that way is food puns, maybe? So we came up with the idea of Foodomina way back in 2020 while I was actually still in high school. I was in year 12 and I had a stage 2 final creative project where we just got to make a creative brief on whatever we wanted, and all we had to do was deliver on that. I was originally planning on doing a webcomic, which had absolutely no correlation to Foodomina at all, and I had planned this months in advance with my teacher to make sure I could do it, that it would work for this project. Come the actual term that we start this creative brief, my teacher pulls me aside and she says, "Look, Irene, a lot of other students want to also do comics and webcomics for this project. I want to see if you can do something different and new and something that no other student has done before. Why don't you make a game?" But I was like, I'll make a game. So I scrapped the webcomic idea. I didn't make a game. I made a creative narrative concept pitch based off it, using animation pitch templates, because I still didn't know what a game pitch was either. I had absolutely no connection or knowledge of the games industry. And I just decided to create an idea combining all the things that I love creatively. I love personifying inanimate objects, I love food, and I love space. The only thing I didn't have was how to combine everything into a playable experience. So that's when I reached out to my co-founder and now programmer as well, to get ideas on how to get that ball rolling. And him, being very inspired and very into Destiny, suggested, why don't the food characters that we play as just traverse through space and go from planet to planet to explore other food societies? And me being inspired by Paper Mario and other RPGs, I was like, each planet can have a very important artifact that kind of progresses the story to this complete moment. And we still didn't have an enemy. So then my programmer was like, mold's not good for food. So we were like, all right, there's our enemy. And now I also get to personify mold, so I'm pretty happy creatively. When we came up with it as an idea, we loved the idea so much that we decided to pursue it, and we didn't know how to make a game at all. We just decided to pursue study in Victoria to learn how to make a game in our respective disciplines. So me, Bachelor of Animation, my programmer, Bachelor of Programming. And we had this entire development has been this very detailed and intimate plan on how we're going to make this game. We plan to use our major project production, which is, the capstone we have at the end of Bachelor's, to kind of trial working on Foodomina as a small student demo to see if the skills we developed throughout the Bachelor's would culminate into what we needed for a game, to see if we could even work together, and to see if the idea had legs. And it ended up being a really good, successful capstone. We had an outpouring of support. We had a really good exhibition, and we still had to graduate. So 6 months later, we graduate mid-2023, and I start the SMART program, which was a mentorship program ran by Kerry Hutton and IGEA, now exclusively Kerry Hutton, where we were in this shared residency office space with 9 other mentees. Summerfall was there, Samurai Punk was there, and Vector Storm were in this office space too. And it was a really wonderful opportunity to just work on whatever we wanted to work on, and get one-on-one mentoring with industry people in our specialized fields, and business and marketing mentoring from Kerry. And that's what really sparked my interest in business and marketing in games, which is also really important. Basically, from there, we decided to completely overhaul this student project that we made, replace all the assets, and turn it into what we would then consider the official, professional commercial product that we'd be working on. Once the program finished, me and my co-founder decided to do a postgraduate business diploma this year, which is what we've been doing throughout development. And just things sped up so much this year. We not only are about to finish our business diplomas, but we started a devlog series. We created the battle mode that we exhibited at PAX Rising in just only a few months. We also made a merch collection, which has been really successful at events that we've gone to. And we even got to like intern/mentor someone as part of their work placement. And that was a really good opportunity for like onboarding someone. And they were an absolute dream to work with. So they're going to be a part of the team once they graduate, and hopefully we have production funding too. So yeah, everything started off really slow, but minusing all the learning and stuff, I'd say all the development and like work on Foodomina as a franchise has only been around a year and a half worth of work so far. There's so many things that I love about our game. I love the character design, the kind of art direction we're taking. I love the music composition as well. My music composer has done really good with the soundtrack so far. But all these like good things about our game, I feel like is an outcome of the community we're trying to foster and what the demographic of our game is, which informs the type of game we're making. The community that we want to foster is one that incites creativity, and that was something that was really valuable to me and my childhood and my art journey. I consumed a lot of media and I was a part of a lot of fandoms that had very creative communities that expressed themselves a lot creatively through personas. For example, Steven Universe with Gemstonas, or even like My Little Pony with Ponysonas. And these are artists and children that love a piece of media and connect with it so much that they want to create something to be more connected to it and connect with other people through it. And that was something that influenced my artistic journey a lot and inspired me a lot. And what we hope to do with Foodomina is incite that same kind of joy and creative expression through our characters, through making food sonas and mold sonas. And hopefully people feel really connected when they see like a food they love from their childhood or as part of their cultural tradition as a character. They get a lot of joy out of that. Food is at the heart of a lot of the stuff we do. It's at the core of a lot of events that revolve around, you know, us connecting with other people, like birthdays, Christmas, Halloween, Easter. And it's something that is part of our day-to-day lives and is really important to our lives. So turning that into a character can be so fun. It can be really creative. I really enjoy the creative journey of that, and I hope that I can share that joy and creativity with other people. And it can be so fun. Like right now, I'm designing a dessert character who runs a hair salon, and what would like different foods use to upkeep their hair? Would they use air fryers? Would they have like different sauces as like hair dye? You know, it's just so silly. Seeing as we've talked so much about designing food and beverages and how fun it can be, it sure is ironic that I don't drink any caffeinated drinks or anything other than water. But that is not to say I don't like the look of caffeinated drinks, and I would definitely want to add an entire caffeinated family into Foodomina. I think the different types of drinks can look so cute and fun with all the ingredients and decorations. And the flavor of different drinks and food definitely also informs the designs in terms of inspiration. So that is an area I might struggle when it comes to caffeinated drinks, but not to fear, the rest of my team is pretty caffeinated and drink a lot of things. So I can rely on them to inform me on the taste of things, and that'll inspire the designs and stuff. We just exhibited at PAX Rising, and that was a really, really amazing opportunity to inform like everything else that we're planning to do next year. First things first, we are prioritizing our best to secure funding for the project, but whether that goes ahead or not, we're actually going to have a free office space next year. Hopefully, thanks to this business diploma that we're doing, it's kind of like a package that you get. So we'll be able to continue our devlog series. We intend to release the story mode and battle mode on Steam early next year, I think in like Q2. And we have really, really big plans for what we want to have exhibiting at PAX Rising next year. There's not much I can say yet, but I can give a little hint. Anyone with a sweet tooth will be very, very happy.